Okay, so this is a video quickly in response to, what was your name? It was, where are you? Nikitia? I don't know how to pronounce it, but yeah. You've asked me to do a video on exactly where to put the tongue and the teeth when resting. You've watched all kinds of videos about it and still don't understand. It's fair enough, you're not the only one struggling with that, it's a tricky thing to figure out. But for the most part, the teeth, I've done a video on that where to bite them with an overbite, and it's pretty similar, you know, whatever exact formation you've got to your dental alignment. You want to get the back teeth in contact, let the rest of the teeth line up wherever they will. So for me, if I do that, it means that my bottom teeth touch a little higher up on the front teeth than they should, because they've got a slight deep bite, slight overbite. You know, they don't line up perfectly, but get the back teeth in alignment. The rest will sort itself out. Your lip posture and your tongue posture will, over time, pull and push the teeth to where they should be. That will take care of itself so long as you keep the back teeth in contact, because they're the ones that aren't completely messed up by poor tongue posture. Because the front teeth are more likely to suffer because of that, you know, with poor tongue posture, it will tend to displace the teeth at the front, or, you know, pull them in by sucking on them, or push them forward by being too low and pushing against them. It's the front teeth that will suffer that more, so keeping the back teeth together really seems to be the way to go with getting your teeth and your jaws in their most ideal position that you can. So do that with the teeth. For the tongue is... it's harder to do than it is to say. You want as much of the tongue as possible across as much of the roof of the mouth as possible without risking touching the teeth. So, basically, for the tip of the tongue, that's very simple. Put it as close behind the front teeth as possible, the top front teeth, without risking actually touching them. You want to put it up there. Alright, I'm not actually touching the front teeth, it's just behind them. From there, you want to flatten out the rest of the tongue across the roof of the mouth, so you go from there, where it's just the tip touching, and if you can see, I don't know if you quite can, but I'll try to demo it on camera. If you gradually raise up and flatten out the rest of the tongue against the roof of the mouth, you want it as high as you can get it, and as crammed in above the teeth, so it's not touching them, or touching them as little as possible, as you can possibly hope to do. So yeah, put the tip there, and then raise it up. Which is tricky, you know, it's tricky to do if you haven't done it before, and I find I'm struggling slightly to demonstrate it. But if I do it again, I hope that makes it a bit clearer. So yeah, tip just behind the front teeth, flatten up and raise up as much of the tongue as possible, and you want it to go all the way to the back. And the best way to know you're getting the back part of the tongue up is if you look at this area of the neck. You know, I've got a little bit of beard in the way, so my apologies for that, but if you keep an eye on this in front of a mirror, when you raise up that back part, you'll see this move up and down like this. It's kind of hard to demo it brilliantly while lifting my neck up, but yeah, you can see it move up and down as I raise the tongue up and down. And if you listen to me breathe when I do that, you can hear how I block off my airway by raising up the back of the tongue enough. So look there and listen to my breathing. It's like I'm sucking the back of the tongue into the airway against the roof of the mouth. If you look at the back here, it's raising up and going against the airway, blocking it off. You can hear me sucking it up there. So you want to do that while keeping the tip there, so you've got the tongue up as high as you can get it, all across the roof of the mouth, like so. And then you want to lower it slightly so that you can hope to breathe through your airway. Just lower it down ever so slightly. Keep that sucked up, blocked off feeling at the back, but lower it down a bit so that you can hope to breathe. And then you just want to hold that position. So I hope that makes it clear. I'm struggling slightly with the demo as I'm not used to demonstrating it to people, but yeah, I hope you get the idea with that. Just keep practicing. The biggest thing with this is just time and practice. You're not going to get it dead right off the bat. You're certainly not going to be able to hold it all day long, every day, subconsciously right off the bat either. It just takes time and effort to gradually improve your ability to hold this position. And yeah, if in doubt, just look in the mirror, try to raise that back part of the tongue up and suck it up against the palate. The back part is worth focusing more on the front. The front comes fairly naturally once you've got the back there. But yeah, you just want to put the tongue up and flatten it, or squeeze it into and flatten it across the roof of the mouth as much as possible. You want as much of the tongue up there as you can fit, while still being able to breathe reasonably well. So best of luck to you. I hope that made things a bit clearer. Feel free to tell me if it didn't. I'll take this video down, I'll try again. But yeah, good luck to you. Feel free to ask me questions as usual. Cheers.